Alright, let's continue. Let's see how we go with this story. Inc. presents. So this is the company that makes it. It's a text-based adventure game. But it's a very interesting one. I really do highly recommend you guys. Steve Jackson's Sorcery. It's something I would have never thought I'd be into until I saw. This is something I saw another person let's play the game. And their let's play of the game convinced me that I should get it. Okay. Let's just go to settings real quick. Okay. Audio's on. Credits. Full screen. Alright. Here we go. We're going to turn it up a bit. If it's too high, let me know. Because this one's pretty low, so I want to make sure you guys can hear what's going on. But let me know at any moment if the audio is too high. So I have to click my character to continue. And you guys can help me make choices. Sometimes I'll wait. Okay. The stone of the... let me see. Do you guys want to help me pick what to do? If you guys do, I will wait before making choices. If we do, it'll take a little while, but I will do it just for chat. We'll do it for the chat. So I'll read what it says. This, oh shoot. The stones on the road disappear under a layer of dust and sand. At your back looms the great wall of the city port of Cairo. Ahead there is nothing but an empty waste of night. Ready my sword. Look back. Walk on. So those are our choices. We could ready our sword in case there's a fight coming up, look back of where we came from, or we'll just walk on. So it doesn't seem like nobody in chat has made a decision on if they want to help, so I'll just do ready my sword. I'm going to be cautious because this game could kill you any turn. To trust the wilderness would be a grievous error. Draw your sword from its whatever scabbard. There's maybe goblins still hiding around out here who escaped the fire from the gates. Look at the stars, watch the shadows. Watch the shadows. You check the shadows left and right. Alright, enter the plains. Every step along the broken road takes you further from the safety into the unknown. And you keep your legendary sword high. Something the elephant perhaps. Oh, the elephant perhaps. That's my spirit. Something the elephant perhaps sets you sense tingling. You are not alone out here. Is that the screech of a bird you hear? Or a distant scream? Cast a spell. Look around. Keep walking. Cast a spell. So we're going to cast a spell to see if there's danger ahead. When you cast a spell, sometimes the audio gets really loud. So I do apologize about that. So I think it's we gotta go to our spell book, which I forget how to do that. Let's hold on. Spell book. So we're gonna go to Sus. These are our spells. They all do different things. Yeah, so Sus. We're gonna cast Sus. With Sus we could sense danger. So this is let us know if something is coming to try to attack us. It costs stuff to cast spells though. So we'll Sus. Cast sense. So we're gonna sense danger. You cast a spell, waving the slide straight into the shape until a voice clear enters your mind and brings you to speak. It's a warning, clear and loud. You're being stalked. You are being hunted. Ooh, good thing we cast a spell, guys. So we're being hunted. Hide. Look around. Hide. You look for somewhere to hide, but the empty plains provide no cover. A moment later, a furious nighthawk has plunged from the sky, talons outstretching for your neck. Roll aside, duck, fire arrows at the bird, slash at the bird, duck, roll aside. I don't think we're going to be able to get our arrow out before roll aside. You try to roll aside, but it's too slow. Sharp talons rack at your back. The bird wheels into the sky to rejoin its group. You count 4 birds circling, are ready to attack. Fight, run, cast spell. We'll cast a spell. So I kind of messed up there, guys. So Scott, let's cast. I think it's what's fire again. It's been a while since I played all the episodes. So what's this? Nope. What's a fire spell? Pop. Let's cast pop. Creates an explosion. Let's blow up all the birds at once. Or do you guys want? No, let me fight. Let me fight so you guys can see what the fighting system is like. Let's fight, because you guys have never seen the fighting system. So here's the fighting system right here. The way it works is, let me read it first. You try to roll aside, but it's too slow. Yeah. You set your stance and ready for your blade. A moment later, the Nighthawk has swooped once more. Okay. Oh crap! I changed the resolution. There we go. So this is how it works, guys. You take the character so we could defend, jab, side swipe, cut, thrust, or lunge, or charge. Depending on how much we use, the bar on the left is our attack power compared to the opponent's attack power is how much damage we're going to do. So we're going to do a full lunge. So we did 1 damage. So the Nighthawk swoops low and talons outreach. You swing wildly, hoping to chop the creature from the sky. The Nighthawk falls low, but rather than attacking, it swerves at the last moment, escaping your blade. You draw blood. The Nighthawk issues a bold call and spreads its talons wide. So it's coming for attack. So we're gonna go into 2 heavy attacks. So we beat it. So we do 3 damage right there. But we don't have much health left. We don't have much stamina left. So we should defend. You take advantage of the Nighthawk's anger to press forward. You wait, twist, and charge forward, overpowering the Nighthawk, beating wings and tearing claws. You cut the bird deep into its belly, but the darts are away with upwards before you can inflict the worst on it. It beats its strong wings and gains height and gathering momentum for another strike. So it's going to strike, so we're going to go ahead and defend ourselves. So we take 1 damage. We still lose health, but it's not so much health right now. You drop into a crouch. The Nighthawk streams through the air. You repel it with your blade, having effect. It flips it upward again, altitude, ready to plunge. It's going to plunge. We're going to go for the attack. We catch it off guard. Okay, we do some damage. You wait for the Nighthawk wide wings to open up, and then you strike. Swinging up from a low crouch, you aim at the beast's cold heart, catching the birds between the widespread wings. The low hills echo with the bird's chill scream. The Nighthawk opens its beak to scream, the circle through the air overhead. For just a moment, you lose track of it, and again against the star. We're going to defend. So this is the type of game it is. You're going to have to use your imagination a lot to try to envision what's going on, and I hope that's okay to you guys, but somehow, like I said, I got really into this game, and if there's any other games like this out there, I would love to play them. This is something kind of new for me. So we're going to defend. That was a bad defense for me. We could attack. You fall back. The Nighthawk tries to slice you with its wings, but you duck. You escape mostly unscathed. It clicks together long talon while turning into the air once more. It's still determined to fight. Yes, it is. And then we're gonna do exactly 8. Now we could overpower it with a 10. Ah, defended. Crap. I was hoping to overpower it. We're gonna go in for another attack. There we go. It's still alive, man. We have to defend. Wow, this is going bad. I'm not even gonna... Let's just try to take it out. Ooh, that was a good fight. So if we wanted to, because this game is like one of those role-playing games, you could go back and have the turnover. But I'll live with my decisions right now. Suddenly, you drive forward, leaping up from your defensive position. You charge for the Nighthawk's skull. The Nighthawk tumbles as it tries to lift itself away. From a far feet overhead, you collapse into the dust. The savage light in his eyes gone dark. So this is why I was saying it would have been more powerful for me to use my spell and make an explosion and killing the Nighthawk right away. It's going to take some of my stamina, and it's going to take an item from my pouch, but at least I know that explosion is going to be really effective. But I might need that explosion later on to kill like a big frost troll or some other witch or something else I might run into. But we'll continue for right now, just to stay with the spirit of the game. You step away from the fallen creature, but there is no time to rest. Two more of the creatures overhead, shrieking, starving to dive in. Stand ready with my sword, start running, cast a spell. So once again, we could fight or we could cast a spell. We're gonna fight. Okay, we were about to fight. You plant your feet firmly and raise your sword, determined not to fall without a fight. Then, suddenly, the Nighthawks break formation. Something else is shimmering into visibility in their midst, very midst. Run forward, move uphill. We'll move uphill. Let's see. Uphill gives a better view of everything. You move up. You move up higher ground while behind you, the strangest of the battle ensues. The wings of one nighthawk snaps upward like a broken branch. A second ripped from its feathers by invisible claws. The remaining birds scatter. There is nothing left but your mysterious savior. What called it? Call out thanks. Threaten it. Try to stay hidden. There's very little that's going to help you here, but let's see what it is. It'll be more interesting if I call out thanks for you guys. You step forward and call out your thanks to the invisible creature. There is no rush of air just in front of you. Whatever it is has landed. You hear the movement of unseen feathered wings, and then at last you understand. There's a creature. This creature is a god crest eagle from the kings of the Eyrie in Alon. Creature is a god crest eagle from the king's own Eyrie in Alon. Okay, so that's actually for me. The Eyrie is deep behind the wall. Threaten it. Stand by, see what it does. You step back and watch it. The creature slowly becomes visible. Sees you have recognized it, and it tilts its beak. Look at the creature. Bow. What are you doing here? Bow. You bow your head to the eagle. It opens its beak to reply, and something falls to the ground. It is a message from the citadel. Whatever it contains must be vital importance, or the king would not have risked revealing your location like this to deliver it. Wow. What is it, you ask? The bird looks at you impassively, of course. It cannot understand you, but it cannot speak. Take the tube. Oh, we got a message from the king. Okay, thank the eagle. Okay, let me see if I can read it. We trust those. I'll have to go into my my pack to read that. You look up, but the god eagles have already rendered itself invisible once more. You feel the rush of air and the grains of around. Keep it, don't destroy it. You roll the message up and slip it into your pack. It would seem like the backlands are not as deserted as you suppose. You must find the 7 serpents and destroy them, or your journey will be for nothing. You found 2 new clues, and another clue has been updated. Okay, so we need to look at our clues. So let's go into item pouch. Go to clues. Okay, so the serpents carry a clue that will warn the archmage. Alright, so we need to kill that. Cendric the Hermit can help you. Silver weapons harm the undead. For sleeping off the sleeping realm, seek the one they call the Sham. Okay? Let's drink some juice to heal ourselves a bit. We'll drink one more. Shadrick the Hermit. Okay. Yeah, so there we go. Let me just think, ask what do you guys in chat think of this type of game so far? I know it's a little weirder game than something something I got into. The stars turn into the sky overhead. The stars turn in the sky overhead, taking the pole as your guide. You rejoin the old road and make your way north. Before you, the backlands stretch away to dim horizon. How can you hope to locate the seven serpents in such a wildness? Wilderness. My God, I just see a word and I say it. I'm an idiot. All right. Wilderness. I can read, but sometimes you figure I wouldn't be able to. More or less, like I can read. I can't speak. That's the thing. I must find Shedrick. My spirit will guide me. I must find Shedrick. Yeah, no doubt this Shedrick will help you. Though, how does the king of Adelands know who lives in the Backlands? Is there more to this wild wilderness than you know? Or is the king relying on the unreliable foresight of the foreseers? Ooh, good question. I could pray to my elephant for healing. The elephant is an ancient creature, slow and sure to foot. Whoever chooses to be the brave when the being steadfast will sacrifice. It'll heal me, but my thing will change. Okay, we're going on. Somebody damn well had to message me real quick. Let me just close that. Let me just make sure that you guys don't get distracted by that stuff. Not important. This girl texted me, yo, sup, hours ago, and I didn't even see it. She could wait. Anyways. After about half an hour, you see the deep black line across the earth up ahead and catch your step just in time. You are in one piece away from the edge of a sheer cliff. A few loose stones disappear over the edge and chat away into the darkness. Look for a way down. Rest until daylight. Cast a spell. Rest until daylight. You shiver and pull your cloak about yourself. The hours is late enough already. You will rest here through there is no shelter and you'll continue in the light. Laying your pack down by the cliff's edge, you try to settle despite the cold. At least you have eaten already today, so you do not need to eat again to avoid hunger. Though more food will make you stronger. You will need to eat once a day to avoid hunger, but out here food will be hard to come by. No, we're not going to eat anymore. Close my eyes. You close your eyes and let the tiredness overtake you. The silence is loud and in your ears. Slowly you are understand the true loneliness of this place. You long for human company, even the treacherous rumbling of the the Minimite, wherever he is now, but there is no one here. Sleep. We gain back 2 health. Okay. The long night is filled with visions. A boy sits on the throne of skulls and swords wearing a crown carved from solid bone. He seems not to notice you, but plays with a carved model figurine of goblins, trolls, and demons playing out a war. Though he looks bored by it. And even while you sleep, you knew the serpents are moving towards Manapang. Every day you spend out here is a day in which your journey might be discovered. Day 1. You found a new clue. Okay. Morning brings cold, clear light. You wake and find yourself laying all but on the edge of the greater cliff that plunges to the rocky floor. Below, a good things you did not roll in the night. Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Okay. You approach the edge of the cliff player over. The drop is considerable. The view beyond stretches for miles, leading all the way to the left. It appears to be a carved staircase of rough stone blocks. It's far in the far distant. Birds wheel. Let's look. The more we look, the more information we get. As you stare out across the plains, the furthest, dustiest resolves into itself. Look, lowly rock outcrops and gullies. The landscape below is not as featureless as perhaps you first have thought. Look at the mountains. Beyond the plains line a low mountainous rise, the Badabu Baka Ridge. A second higher range is visible beyond. The horns of wherever the summit must be subject to wild winds. As from here, it seems that the snow covers them 1 minute, and yet they are barren rock the next. Look at the plains. Near to the hand, you see a spite of rocks rising proud like a stupa. But through the mist, it seems sometimes that is just two prongs of something. Okay, whatever. Alright, that's not even really important. Oh, wait. Look back. Shielding your eyes against the low sun, you look south. The sky seems darker there. Somehow, the four birds wheel against the sky. Then suddenly they break formation. One falls, another is torn to pieces. A figure moves in the darkness beneath. Look at figure. You try to make out more through the darkness, but thought you recognized the figure. You cannot place her. Watch further. What followed is a rage of feathers, birds locked in combat, but suddenly the whole scene is gone. The plain and the skies are empty once more. There's something very strange about this place. Cast a spell. Nah. We don't need a force field. I'm just seeing what's available to us right now. Not yet. Not yet. We're going to float in the air to look down, but let's look at the staircase first. In tree, you take a piece of the moss. It is juicy and extremely pungent. Smell the moss. Taste the moss. Let's smell it. You put the moss into you put your nose deep into the moss. The scent is like lemon and strong cheese, manure all rolled together. It reminds you of the smell of drinking water in car. The effect is hearty. Stash it in my pack. You stow the moss in your pack, but it quickly dries and crumbles into dust. Shit, I guess I was supposed to eat it. Oh my god, my last 6 drops has been garbage. Literally have gotten 500 resources from 6 drop over 3.5 days. Yeah, it definitely is 3.5. It definitely is random. The last few days I have gotten pretty 50, but then today I was lucky enough to get to 1500. Cast a spell. Let's try climb down. You stride onto the ancient stone staircase, trusting it will not crumble beneath your weight. Then, one piece at a time, you make your way slowly down the sunken land before. Alright, so we're making our way down. Let's zoom out. I'll show you guys the whole map. So, this is not a small game. So, we're just right here. But let's look. This whole thing is the map that we have uncovered. So we have the forest over here, the ridge, and we could go basically all of these places. The major ones have things to do, places to see, Avengers to have. So we don't know what's going to happen everywhere, but certain things will happen. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's see what happens. I trip on the steps. You clamber down the ancient staircase in painstaking work. At every step is about the height of your own body. Then about halfway to the ground, you're forced to stop. The steps below have fallen into rubble. Look at the remaining steps. Cast make a move. Let's see. Look at the remaining stairs. The steps on which you stand is in fine condition, perhaps the shattered from the withering winds by the overhanging above, but the next is gone, as are the others after that, stripped from the cliff face as though scored. You can make out fringes of fallen rocks scattered across the plain below. A few rocks. The right move is to use a spell and try to float down. But I want to take a risk because it's more entertaining. We always rewind. It's more entertaining to take a risk. Let's see what jumping does. How much does jumping hurt? Okay. You land badly, and for a moment you are afraid that you have broken your ankle, but you manage to stand. The foot of the cliff is punctured by little holes and perhaps worn by foxes or whatever equivalent inhabits the birth. So we actually jump down. Like I said, the right thing to do is just float right down, but I think jumping down was a little bit more inciting. We're definitely hurting ourselves right now by doing all this stuff. Look at the cliffside. You gaze at the scoring arc of the cliff, barred in rock, dusted by little scrubs that can cling onto its sides. It is as if some great claw had scooped the earth. Okay. Look at the tower. Okay. The tower stands somewhere across the plain, almost at the foothills of the ridge. It lists one side, but appears to have crumbled and ruined. Let us cast a spell. We'll see what spells we can cast. We need the ring. Hover in air. We can't even do that one, and we don't need that one. At least this lets me heal disease. We're not hurt. Protect from magic. I don't think we're about to get hit with magic. And we'll try out hot. What's this hot? How? Find safe passage. We're okay right now. We're not stuck anywhere. Move along. This then is the plain of the background, an endless expanse of dust broken out by thin outline of ancient rock. No one from the islands has been here. No one ever even knows what happened to this place. Once it was the Archmage's country, his field, his padlocks, and now is too barren to even to be a place of death. So here we are, guys. We got 3 directions to go in. Alright, I understand that. So stop popping that up. We got the old road. So this used to be a road. Roads usually lead to towns. So I'll take the old road. The old road will pass by whatever the hell this is. And then there's a cave over there. Caves, I found giants before. Into the plain. I don't like just the plain openness or straight. Could lead me to the mountains. The cliff has these holes that look like smoke. Let me see which way I want to go. We got a broken bridge up here. We'd have to crawl down from the ditch to go over that. And that gets us to this house-looking thing up top of the hill. I am thinking of going... I want to see what's in this cave. I'm most interested in that. I'm actually most interested in what's in the old road. Okay, you leave the shadow of the cliff from the road and cut across the plain. As the morning moves on, the wind begins to rise. From here, the path is uncertain. The Badadu Baka is a wasteland, and there is no pass through the great ridge that forms the eastern border. Okay, so I gotta pick a direction. Let me pack up these. Look at the names of stuff. That's more than me as well, I'll give you that. So here we got the ridge, staples. The peaks. Where are the peaks? If a guy's gonna live in the wilderness like this, forests have been bad news. We're gonna go to the peaks. The peaks of the Zanazu peaks at Manpam seem possibly far, and yet a way must be found. When the Archmage sent his birdman to steal the crown of kings, they flew, but you must walk. The path beckons. There is no alternative. The future of the old world depends on you finding your way across the lonely, desolate below. Alright, so here we go. Let's go to the blessed tree. What else can we go? Straight on north. Yeah, let's go here. You leave the road and walk across the desolate plain. The sun is hot now. After a while of walk, you see something in the break of the monotony, too tall and thin for a shrieking of rock or for a building. You cannot place it until you get close. It's a single tree, leafless and dead, tilted from the desolate soil. Look at the tree. The tree must be the last remnant of an ancient forest, though why is this particular trunk has survived when all others fell is not clear. And that's not all. A rope ladder hangs from the higher branches of the tree. Climb the branches. I don't trust the ladder. Thinking you could get a better view of the land from the upper of the branch, you swing onto the lower branches. Get the next one. A moment later, you're on the ground with a painful thump. You didn't sleep. You reach for the branch, and suddenly it was not there. Oh, you reach for the branch and then fucking wasn't there. It's a fucking illusion. Let's see. You scramble up the rope ladder to get a view across the lands, but the branches seem to be alive, twisting and bending as you climb. They are not closing around you like a crap. Cut the branches away. You draw your legendary sword and attempt to cut. I keep getting hurt. Cut the branches away, but they move and bend out of your reach of your sword. A moment later, another branch draws backwards behind you and realizes knocking you painfully to the ground. For a moment, you hear the sound of almost like a laugh. Look up at the tree. Who's there? Who's there, you demand, stranger? The voice is faint, yet echoing. Stranger, show yourself. Look for the speaker. You look around behind the tree over the shoulder, but the endless plain stretches away in all directions. There's no one in sight. What can we cast? This guy's playing games with me, man. Whoever's up there is playing games with me. Don't let me blow you up. Tell. Let's read minds. Tell. Yeah, let's read the minds. You cast a spell, put on the cloth skull cap. As you do, you reach out with your mind, but you find that it's not what you expect. There's no humans or even any creatures in the vicinity. Instead, there is an intelligence, something heavy, dark, thick, with thoughts like ancient oil. Listen. You stay silent and listen, and you hear slow murmuring thoughts echoing backwards, forward, as though they were being whispered at the end of a long, long tunnel. But there are words, they are a language you don't know. It's a language you don't know. What did I do? Wait, I wanted to cast a spell. What did I click wrong? Hold on. We're going to go back for a second. Hold on. I think I wanted to, I must have misclicked. We could go through it. That's what the cool thing is. If you make a little mistake and you want to do something again. I must have misread real quick. I want to see. Look up at the tree. Climb the rope ladder. Hold on. Let's see. Are you forced to get hurt here? I actually want to know that. Let's just try again. I just want to know if this is one of those situations that if you make it like that, you're going to be fucked. If you take the path that... I can avoid this whole entire tree thing. I could just not take it. I know it would be a risk, but I think it's entertaining to show it. That's why I'm doing it. The safe path is just stick to the road. So look at the tree. We're going to climb the ladder. We're going to try to climb down, see what happens. Moving quickly, you drop back down from the tree. As you land, you're arrested by the voice from someone above. Stranger, the voice is faint and is echoing. Stranger, show yourself. Show yourself. You deem there is no response. Surely the land is desert and empty. Who's there? Cast spell. There's one that makes me speak languages. I don't remember which one it is. So we already did remine. We could burn the tree down. That seems real mean. I don't think the tree is all that dangerous. Yeah, we're gonna do tell again. Oh, I want to see something. Oh, cease the spell. Listen. Okay, talk to the mind. You reach out further, trying to connect to the stranger, other presence. You seem to make no progress, and then the spell fades, and you open your eyes to find yourself staring at another pair, formed by the curving twigs of the tree. Stranger, the tree face declares wishfully, "You are lost." What would have happened if I would have burnt it? Who are you? What makes you say I am lost? All who enter this place are lost. The face replies sadly, This land accursed. Every soul within it lost." Will you aid me? The branches flutter and break in a sudden gust of wind. The face disappearing for a moment, and you seek the whereabouts of the clears. You seek the whereabouts of Shedrick of Badaduk, the face declares. How do you know this? Yeah, how do you know this? How do you know this, you deem? The branches flutter and wave. The tree is laughing. I know Shedrick very well, it replies. I have known him for a very long time. Who is he? Shedrick is a hermit and a wise man, one of the kindest ever live, and in these wastes. The tree whispers and mutters for a moment, entertained by something it does not share. Why do you laugh? Ah, sighed the tree. Find Shedrick and perhaps you will understand for yourself. He waits for you at Fisttail Rock. Another strong breeze catches the branches and disturbs them, and when they startle, the face has disappeared. So he's at Fisttail Rock. So we got a clue. What would we get for burning it? Oh, I still want to burn it. Just to see, but I won't. All right, come back. Hit the trunk. Strike the trunk again. Ha ha ha, this is a serious warning. Climb the tree. Ha ha ha, the tree beat me up. That was kind of funny. Alright, so I just did all that for fun. Let's just kind of rewind it just a bit. Just because it would be really dumb for us to get hurt for no reason, just to see what would happen. Look at the tree. Climb the ladder. Drop back down. Show yourself. Cast a spell. You can buy this game's available on mobile and on Steam. Sorcery, it's called. What are you? You demand fearfully. The tree shivers as though the breeze has passed it. Perhaps it is a chuckle. I am a spirit, it replies, and an old friend. What makes you say I am lost? Can you guide me? Just right, say the same thing again. Yep, same thing again. Fisttail Rock. To the Fisttail Rock, walk on. Just say come back. Let's wait a little bit. Alright, yeah, so Fisttail Rock. Let's go. Alright. Alright, you walk across the plain until you meet the edge of the old road. The sun has reached its highest point. Out of the shade, the air is becking hot. The road snakes across the dust bowl. In the nearest distance, you make out something through the haze. Not a tower, but a spear of rocks. It seems flicker strangely. From behind you, a voice. Excuse me. Draw your sword. Turn around. Let's turn around. You turn around to find a road deserted. There's no one in sight in any direction. Shake this off. Where are you? Where are you called? There is no reply. The cold wind whispers around you. The plains feel suddenly fear. That is creepy as F. That is super creepy, guys. Alright, let's keep going. So, we got the clue. Let's just keep going on. Alright, you follow the road. He beats down from the empty sky. Heat. The road forks here, with the main path snaking up the mountain to the east. Rocks have tumbled down the slope, all but cover the road. Look north. Look east first now. You cast your gaze east towards the towering Bakadu Ridge. The main peaks is low haze at the end. Look north. Looking north, the road winds along the rocky ridge of the foothills. A particularly impressive stone stupa stands out a little way. The stone stiff and moves up. Okay. So let's look at our clues again real quick. Just Fishtail Rock. So you can find him at Fishtail Rock. Is there a rock that looks like a fishtail? Could be like over here somewhere. So definitely it's gonna be something with rocks. Could be right in this little. There's no tails up here. I'm not gonna try to climb up this mountain. Looks like I could climb up this mountain to this path right here and slide and maybe down, float down the other side. But my first objective, for me personally, I want to get up here. So we're gonna go north. The ground underfoot turns into rock and scur. The sun begins to dip, heading towards the horizon. You pause to rest in the shadow of a large rock spear that sticks from the dirt that like a claw through the clothes. Look at the rock. Look around the plain. Look at the rock. The rock is a single shattered spire, perhaps once part of a mountain range to the east, or perhaps driven up through the ground by some geological quirk. At the base of the rock, the mountain is a cave. Look inside the cave. Look at it. Cast a spell. Look inside the cave. You approach a cave with one hand on your blade. The cave appears to be go back for some distance. It's pitch blackness. Someone seems to have scratched the message into the rock inside the cave. It's only just barely legible. Must be ancient. Reads the scratched message. In the thin sunlight falling into the cave, you can make out the ancient scratches on the message's case. Stranger, I wait. Stranger, I am waiting. Very long ago, summon you. Call my name to the skies, and I will aid. I will Edra. Adra. Fuck it. YOLO. Shadrach, you cry the name across the plains, and the echo seems to set off a distant avalanche. The ground begins to shake and rumble, and you stagger back to your knees. The very earth is moving as though it is splitting or merging back together. You reach down to steady yourself, and only find that grass is growing beneath your fingers. Grass. Whoa! What did I just do? You pick yourself up steadily to your feet, feeling sick and unwell. Everything around you is the same, but everything is different. The rock has now two spires for one thing. The cave seems smaller and darker, and in it a fire built into the scrub at its mouth. Fire is burning. From inside you hear the gentle sound of singing. Approach the fire. Listen, 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 listen. You stopped and listened. The stranger is a man who, with a voice like a gravel moving over ice. He sings into a laugh you do not recognize, language you do not recognize, but the tune feels as once. Okay, all right, yep. Approach the fire. We want to find out. I'm not drawing my sword. Shadrach, you cry out, I am here. The singing stops abruptly. There is a coughing and a wheezing sound, and then the old man hobbles out of the cave, limping on a stick. And this must be Shadrach himself, but you recognize the face as that of the tree spirit you met earlier. Oh. Ah, it is you, he declares, speaking thickly through though his beard. I have been expecting you. He waves a hand around the landscape. Welcome back. Was that magic? You know who I am? Welcome back. You're Shadrach the Hermit, you ask? The man nods. I am he. Welcome to my humble house in the dreadful land. He smiles. I know your mission. Of course, I know all about you. What do you know of me? You demand. I know you are from. I know where you're from, and I know where you're going, and that is all one can know about anyone. Don't you think? He smiles. I know your journey here from Care. Tell me, how fares the city? It still stands. It still stands. Shredded nods deeply. I watched an army of marsh goblins scale the cliffs armed with swords, axes, he says. There should be some smoke rising at the horizon, but I see no thing. He grabs a handful of dirt grass from the ground and tosses it into the fire pit. It blazes for a moment into flames. He appears to change topic. I must warn you that no one from the Outlands has ever crossed the Backlands alone and survived. I am told the land's a curse. I am told the land's cursed. Indeed, it is. He answers, the very rocks on earth here are lost. Things become unstuck, and you have now become unstuck yourself. Can this curse be lifted? Shurga appears to consider this for a moment, then finally replies, no, most likely not. He demonstrates with his fingers as he speaks, twisting them together. The old world and the ancient world have grown together like thorny bushes. To journey through one is to journey through the other. The ancient world? The ancient world, you ask, looking about yourself as the fields of grass have reappeared to replace the dirt. The place that was my home. Shreddick blows his head. You are most welcome. Unexpectedly, Shreddick stumbles. He smiles at you weakly. Nah, I want to know more. How did the curse come to be? I don't know. I think the Archmage wishes us to all be forgotten, so we have been forgotten and or will be forgotten. Not long now, then all you will see will be gone. Only timeless desolation will remain. But why? Because of you, Shreddick replies sharply. The Archmage punishes this whole land to make a trap to kill you before you could kill him. He's a dangerous enemy. He is quite desperate. So you tell me that the Archmage already knows I'm coming, and like in the past or something like that, it's all like meshing together, and he's literally destroyed the whole land to stop me. This is super interesting to me, and I'm getting dumb tired though, so I'm gonna have to stop soon. If you guys who are watching this on Twitch want to see me play more of this, I have the other parts up on my main channel called the Untitled Game Show. Go check that out. So I'll have me playing through episode 1 and 2. This is episode 3 out of 4. So Archmage knows I'm coming. How does he know of me? He knows you will come. He does not know you are here now. You must keep it that way if it can. Shreddick is shivering slightly now. His face is pale behind the ruddy bra. Are you unwell? Are you unwell, you ask? The whole land is unwell, he replies. I will not be able to stay very long. He gasps. Thanks for the follow. Show him the Serpents ring. You take the Serpents ring from your pack and show it to Shreddick. Do you know what this is? You ask. Shreddick accepts it thoughtfully, turn the item over in his thick palm. I've never seen one, he says, but I would like to say that it's a Serpent's ring. There are only 2 or 3 of these in the ancient world. Or, let's see. Hey, what's up, Christigan? I'm playing a different game right now. This is called Sorcery. It's a very interesting game. So it's a text-based adventure game. So what does it do? I believe it is a component of a spell, he replies. Though quite what spell I fear I do not know. I'm not a sorcerer. You understand? Then he hands the ring back to you. Try the wizards of the mountains. Wizard of the mountain, he adds. Climb from here. Through the trees. Shreddick coughs and shivers. Friend, he murmurs, I wish I had not to go, but I must. I'm too close to the circle. He grasps. Shit! I should have asked about the serpents. But I have too much to ask. But I have so much to ask you. Shreddick nods. Well, we will meet again. We have already met, I think. Remember, when you walk through the fields of Istria, you are safe from the serpents. But if you do not return to your own time, you will never defeat them. How can I travel between these lands? Look at the beacons, he answers cryptically. If any have survived into your time, they will hold a little of the ancient light still. There is one to the north of here, at least by the river. Go there. Reaching over, he places a hands on each side of your head. You're feeling great lightness, catering your entire body. That's done. He turns and stamps away across the grass. Wait, follow him. Follow him. You get up to race after him, but a moment later he disappears, lost into the haze, hangs above the grasslands. You remember what he said. The land is cursed, unstuck. It seems use his power to bring you together, but you now have now. Oh man, so I technically wasted my opportunity. I probably could have asked more about the serpents and found out more information about that. But then again, I found out information about the serpent's ring. And the serpent's ring, so if the question is, do I go back and find out information about where the serpents are? Or do I stick to my adventure and just use the information I already learned? Look inside the cave. Looking inside the cave again, this time find a strange horn hanging from a hook on the wall. It's an ordinary carved from a strange twisting shell with a hide of leather. It is a garrow horn, once of the very few in existence. You lift it down with a great care. Blow the horn. You place the horn to your lip and blow a note. It is clean and mellow pitch and makes the air stir and echoes. It silently thank the hermit for his gift. Look around at the plain. You pause to look around the plain. The plain is stubble grass stretches as far away north and west to the east of the mountains and gleaming in the afternoon sun. The whole world seems to have come alive around you, but surely magic cannot last. You make your way back to the old road and run past the rocks. To the north, you catch a glimpse of the tower Shreddick mentioned, covered in green ivy. West, you notice a young tree that surely wasn't there before. Man, this just got super interesting. This got super damn interesting. So we go south, back to the road. We can go back to the tree. That's the tree that we were at before. Man, I want to go here. And I want to go here. We'll go here. Oh man, we'll go here first. Let's see what's over here. You head across the pillar. The sun is thickened and the sky is turning rustling purple. It seems the night soon come again. The dead tree you saw here earlier is now a young and strong sapling. In the shadow, a woman sits cross-legged at the tree's close. Look at the woman. You hold back and watch a woman from a moment. She's breathing in and out slowly and muttering under her breath. Perhaps she's praying. Around her neck, she wears what looks like a great giant tooth on a leather string. A feet long bird swoops. Okay. Let's just greet the woman. You approach meeting the woman and cough quietly. Greetings. The woman opens her eyes and then shakes her head sadly. You're meant to be over there, she says, pointing a little way to the east. What do you mean? What do you mean? She shakes her head, opening her eyes. No matter. They tell me I will get better at the division with practice. She offers her hand. Let's shake her hand. We'll risk stuff, guys. You shake her hand and she laughs. How very formal. Well met, stranger. My name is Ithriar. Welcome to Istra, a land of peace and plenty. Of course it is. She smiles, but I see from your bearing you truly are a stranger here. Is the ancient world from the Zenzu Peak in the east? Okay. What makes you say I'm a stranger? What makes you say I'm a stranger? She shrugs. You carry a weapon, but in Istra there is nothing to fear. She nods politely. Will you sit with me a while? Let's just sit with her. You sit down at the long grass opposite her. She smiles at you. I need to practice my third eye, she says, tapping what appears to be a small gem stuck to her forehead. Perhaps we could play. And reaching into the pocket, she produces a handful of small stones. I wonder if she's an archmage in the past. Swindle stones? Swindle stones, my teacher has used the name before, but that's not what we call the here. There are mind stones. Try to read your thoughts as you read mine. Will you play? Okay, Kate. I'm not a telepath. I'm not a telepath. I'm not a telepath. No, nor me. But I am learning. Will you help me practice? Yeah, she laughs. Perhaps if you win, I will give you the dice. How's that? But can you read minds? Fuck it, let's play. Okay. Let's play. Roll dice. Alright, 1 second, guys. I want to make this the thumbnail. So let me take a screenshot. I will actually want to make this the thumbnail. There we go. Alright, there we go. Just took that as a thumbnail. Let's get back into it. Alright, here we go. A lot of reading in this game. I'll start with when I came to this way earlier, it was a wasteland. We'll say 1-5. Bid 1-4. Clear your mind. Alright, for people head north. For magic, for people head north to Karamir. For magic and a view, there are beacons, the towers, but the real wonder is the lake. Okay, so she definitely doesn't have this. So I'm gonna call her bluff. Call, because I don't have. And I haven't played this damn game in a while. Man, I haven't played this shit in too long. bid 3. Alright, the rod's mine, so I won. It is even. So we're gonna bid 2x 3s. I'm gonna bet that she has one. Oh my god, we won! Yes! Sorry for the people who don't know how to play this dice game. I'm not gonna go through and explain it all, but it's just a simple betting game. It's a means to an end. We'll say 1x. We'll say 2x. So she calls me. Oh my god. Okay. We'll say 2x. We'll call. Damn it! She had one! Damn it. Oh, I just got a call. I have to call. Are you serious? Other wins last and pleasure. Your mind is open and easy to read. She exclaims, "What attack, please? Will you play again?" Hell yeah, I'll play again. Damn, I almost said horribly. Ugh. Bid ones. No, I'll bid 3 ones. I don't think she has 3x 3s. Yeah, I won that one. Alright, so I got more options now. Let's keep it up. Let's bid 1x on 3. Let's bid 2x on 5. Let's bid 3x on 1s. Got it. She had a 1. Oh. All right. So we will bid 1, 2, 3, 3. We have 3s. We'll do 1x on 1. She goes 5s. I have no 5. So one of her cards is probably 5. We'll do 2x on 3s. And I'm gonna bet she doesn't have 2 5s. 2 4s. Sorry. Yeah, 2 4s. Yes! I was right. She didn't have 2 4s because I didn't have one. Alright. How about you? So she goes for 2s. So I will force her into 2x on 2s. 2x on 3s. She goes 3x on 2s, and that's not possible. So we win. There we go. God, that's kind of stressful right there. No more. You're a feeble opponent, she nods, gathering up the dice and drops them into your palm. Here, take these, she declares. You'll have better use for them than I foresee as much. Take them. You drop the dice into your pack without another word. She nods and gets to her feet. I must be going, she says. Travel well. Come and visit me if you will. She waves in the direction of the cliffs you came down when you entered the Bacalans, but quite why is not clear. Then she hurries away. Look at the tree. The tree is relatively young, fresh, young, as though it has been only planted a few minutes before. It's hard to believe that this is the same tree that you saw before. So tell is very dead, but the position is the same. Look around. With the woman gone, you look around the plain south with the west, grateful line, the cliff, shield, and out the sky. At the top, it seems the dark north grass stretches away. Okay. Wow. Why would she want me to go back towards where I came? No, I don't want to go back that way. So we got the dice. Let's go down here. I keep saying I want to stop playing, but... Alright. You walk across the grassland until you join the road. The sun is up in the lowest quarter of the sky in the dark. The road is well played. The bear, okay, travels. The stream, okay, look at the passage. Look down at the package. It is a cloth wrapped parcel from which it comes a strong smell of uncooked fish. The cart rolls past without stopping. Take the package. You pick up a parcel. The fish appears to be in good condition. It must have fallen from a cart only a few hours before. But where is there to find a fish out here? Okay. Alright, so we gotta cook the fish. Alright. Okay, the line of the road curves gently as you follow it. Night falls. You should find somewhere safe to sleep. If you keep going through the night, you may be weaker for it, especially after a long walk on an empty belly. The east-west road in the mountains branches north. From here to Elbow Junction. You pause to look at the idol, which was definitely not here before. The stone appears to have carved into the shape of a whatever that is. It stands upright and tall figures slayed. Read the pictogram. The pictographs read sorceress. These fingers are gecko. It notice is pointing eastwards up the mountain. Touch the idol. You pause to touch the idol, but receive no particular blessing from it. Perhaps its purpose is merely the information. Yeah, I want to go up. Let's go. Let's follow the path we started on. Let's go find out the use of this ring. You begin to make your way up the mountain. The moon rises, filling the world with thin silver light. The path quickly leads into an area of light forest, which covers the hills with drab shadows. Animals scurry through the underground. The birds fly overhead. It's the most life you have seen since your left Cairo. From up ahead, you hear repetitive, ah, beating sound. Listen, Forge. You leave the path for a few steps and push through the undergrowth and searching for fruits or roots that might be edible. Eventually, you find a small plant with bright purple berries. Cast a spell, taste the berries, pick a handful of berries. Cast a spell. Let's make sure we don't eat no poisonous berries. Let's just see what we can do with this. Alright, that's not doing nothing. There's no minds to read. Let's just suss. Let's just suss. You look at the stars, you craft a magic, firmly calm voice speaks in it. The voice suggests that this place is quite safe. Then the spell fades. Taste a berry. Eat it. Pick a handful of berries. Eat some now. Okay. You eat a handful now. They are sweet and quite nourishing. You return back to the main path. The beating sound pauses for a moment, but then starts up once more. Listen. The noise is loud and regular, and accompanied by occasional cry. It seems to be coming from somewhere close, a little way to the north. Okay. Damn, I want to go north. I want to go. I want to go to the mountain. Oh my god, just fuck it. Whatever. Let's see. There's too many choices. I just can't. I don't want to do everything. You leave the main path to follow the sound. I never have good luck in forces in this game, but whatever. You leave the main path to follow. You see how many choices there are? There's tons of paths, tons of choices. Eesh. You leave. I guess this is why I like this type of game. It's very similar to like a Fallout game in a sense, where you're picking which quests you want to go, which way you want to get to wherever you want to get to. Like there is almost a linear way to get to the main objective, but like the most quickest way. But it gives like it's interesting when games give you the illusion of choice, and it makes it work, because I know for a fact, because there's a rewind system, you probably could just play like this. I like how it feels. Let's play it simple. You leave the main path and follow the sound. Night closes in around you, and you step into the trees. On all sizes, the ancient voice looms up. The moon slowly crosses the skyline. Okay, you follow the sound below through the tree until you come across the clearing with a thick, knotty grass. On the far side, we are aware of a creature with a wields an enormous axe. Whatever it is not yet seen. His attention seems to be focused on a nearby tree. You approach the creature, watch. Cast a spell. It doesn't seem like this place is that dangerous, but you never know. We could cause dumbness. Let's suss it out first. It tells you there's nothing to fear. The creature is a woodcutter, clearing the trees that he will attack you unless he is provoked. With that, the voices fail, but one tree is discarded. Water pound, presumably from the creature. Pick up the gourd. You move around the edge of the clearing and pick up the water gourd. It is empty, but it's good condition. Approach the creature. Greetings, you cry, stepping nervously into the clearing. The creature turns and faces you, swinging the axe carelessly on the shoulder. It looks up and down with perished eyes. Who are you? I am a traveler. If the creature replies in the deep nestle grunt, and what are you? It asks, when are you? When you are a little closer, it can focus on you clearly. What are you? What are you? You retort. I'm a woodsman. It replies, ducking in cautious, Algonde head and whatever. Okay. I am a human. Like the wizards, the creature replies, nodded. I should have guessed. Even if you do not, you do less hair on your face. Hard to tell humans apart. What wizards? The woman uncurls an arm and gestures up the mountains. The wizards, he says again. Then it seems that he thinks of nothing more to say, and so he lowers his finger. Tell me more about the wizards. There, the creature pauses for threads of thought. Nothing happens. The creature closes its mouth. The woodsman points at you, blue-stained hands with a claw. I see you've been grubbling the berries. You know they are poison, don't you? Are they? No, they're not, he replies, shaking his head, then cracks a smile. Everything kill you. Then everything kill you in the end. What are you doing here? The creature regards a tree stump next to it. I was cutting down this tree, it replies. That's what I was doing. Tell me about the serpents. The creature frowns. I know anything about serpents, it says. I know about beetles, as on cue the small insect crawls out of the bark of the half cut tree, and the creature snoops it up with its tongue. You nod farewell and turn to leave the clearing. Oh, it calls. If you do go to see the wizard, it says watch your back. Oh shit. Oh shit, guys. Yeah, we're gonna go see we're seeing the wizards. Yep. Whoa! The tree thins out, leaving only bark, the mountain steps, and okay. My God. This game just look guys, look. So like we were in this area, it turned forest, then we got up here, and then this whole thing is a whole nother area. That's what makes this game interesting. It's just like keeps you on your feet. You just gotta be willing to read the text. It would be awesome if it was all voice, if there was a narrator, or if it was kind of like, let's say, sorry, something like Audible. There's some cool voice actor read everything. This was once perhaps the cone of volcano. Now it is wide and dusty stone below. But it's not empty. In the center stands a circular dwelling with a steeply pitched canvas roof. Look around. You glance around the wide pit of the old volcano, but there is still little to be seen. No doubt the ash mixes in the dust, what makes the forest you saw on the slope so lush and verdant. Whatever. At least it seems fairly unlikely the volcano will erupt again anytime soon. Cast a spell. Nah, we're not gonna summon the goblin. I just want to see what options I have floating here. Seeing what you have is always a good time. Big. Yeah, we'll grow in size. Cast a spell. Now fuck it, move. We're huge. We're huge. You approach the hunt. The walls are made of painted wood panels, well set in the rocks below. There's no temporary shack of traveling tents. A little thin smoke rising from the shack. A few loose stones tumble over the sheer drop. Knock on the door. Look around. I'm a cautious fool, guys. I'm a cautious fool. Protect from magic. Consulting the constellation above, you bind the spell, the veil of magic protection. Please. Knock on the hut. Look around the hut. Okay, let me get a little closer so I can read this clearly. You walk a circle around the hut. To one side, other, you find a smooth, shimmy rock curved into the modern side, leading straight into the hut. Okay, yeah, let's just go right in. I'm kind of getting tired, so let's just kind of speed this up. Inside the hut, there is no room to stand up. It's a small place made even smaller by the spell of giantism. Let us suppose a croaking voice declares that I am a sorcerer and you are a sorcerer too. Do you know which of us is more powerful? There is no contest. There is no contest, you declare. It is I. Just so, replies the voice. A moment later, there is a snatch of muscle music by nothing else happens. It seems that your spell of protection is working. Ha ha ha! The speaker humps. I see you were suspicious of me. Cease your spell crafts. It pays to be suspicious. Very well. Your spell will fare off soon enough. I can wait. You hear the speaker raises and approaches. A wizard. A wizened, callous hand is offered. That said, I mean you no harm. As you can tell by my advanced age, shake the hand. Greetings. The speaker nods gently, not shaking the wizard's hand. Be cautious. Gently, light is filling. Like like I said, I've had situations with all the magical beams that have gone pretty bad. Gentle light is filling the hunt. You can die in this game. You definitely could die. You have health and stamina for that reason. Gently light is filling the hut, and you can now see the sorcerer, a woman of so ancient that her features are lost within a mess of wrinkles. She smiles as you smiles at you. Look at her. I could be anyone under all those years, could I not? She remarks, I could be. Are you me? Who are you? You are a sorcerer. Are you me? I like that question. Are you me? Suddenly fearful. Eventually not. Evidently not. She replies. You are over there, and I am over here. She smiles. My name is Biria. I am a sorcerer, once of the high exam. Though I left that place some time ago, you are welcome. She frowns. Though if you continue stomping around in here, here a little here. Cancel myself. Cancel the spell. Yeah, cancel the spell. You nod properly and cancel the spell. Slowly, you shrink back to your normal size. Be your size of really. That's better. I get an awful crick in my neck, neck or otherwise. You are from High Exam? I don't even know that. You are followers of the Archmage? You're followers of the Archmage. You clearing the jump? Yes, yes. She looks annoyed. You are worried, but please, the fortress was not always as he is now. Gradually, you shrink back to your normal size. You vow a magical protection shimmer out of existence, and Sorceress smiles meaningly. Asks about the Archmage, asks about herself, asks her about the rock. Fuck that shit. What is the chimney in the rock I saw outside? You ask. Away down to the marsh? She replies. Though I rarely use it, the magic required to travel back up again is rather more powerful than I enjoy. But the journey down is a pleasant one. How does it work? You step off the edge, she replies, demonstrating by walking 2 fingers along the tabletop into. You nod, mostly interested away east of the ridge. She gestures to sit down. Okay. Asks about the Archmage. Can you tell me about the Archmage? You begin. She nods. Imagine, if you will, a country of great peace and prosperity ruled over by a group of wise and powerful sorcerers and sorceresses. They tend the fields, manage the wealth, heal the sick. They chose their leader by an ancient process. Any child from the land might become that leader and be taught the role from an early age. The Archmage is the leader. The Archmage is their leader is the Archmage. Indeed, when the new leader is found, the title moves on. A simple system. An asterisk 1. She sighs. Imagine the Archmage as a peacemaker, teacher, but also as a thinker, a discoverer of many secrets of the stars. He looked too far, this Archmage. What do you mean? I was his farseer. She says. He asked me to see further, deeper than anyone had seen before. He sought to protect the land, so I looked 1,000 years ahead. But I will not tell you what I saw. It did no good to him nor to me. The old woman stands suddenly and goes over to the side table of tea. Oh, so she knows what's happening 1,000 years into the future, and I'm way back in the day right now. I'm in ancient times. Thank you. Whatever. I'll just drink it. She nods and boils a pan of water, holding it between her palms for a moment. She drops a part of goat milk butter and stirs it in. Just drink it. Whatever. You lift a cup to your lips and drink deeply. It's warm, rich, and refreshing. But what future did he see? Ask about the serpents. We need to ask about that, finally. What do you know about the serpents? 7 serpents. You ask, sipping the tea. They are the Archmage's servants, she replies. But even they cannot travel the backlands without falling foul of its terrible cows. I see that you search for them. Do you know where you damn, you demand? I have seen a few things, she answers. The earth's serpent lies in wait. The earth's serpent lies in wait in a fuse near the great Lala Lake, whatever. And the serpent of time, he's the worst of the seven, swift and all and indestructible. Does he have a weakness? Does he have a weakness, you ask? He does, though I do not know it. It is a secret known only to the marsh goblins, if you can find them. You thank her. She regrets you. She regards you with a narrow, thankful eyes. There is one other thing, perhaps you do not know about the serpents. What is it? You demand. Some creatures in this land are what is it, you demand? Some creatures in this land are accidental. They are formed by chance, but not at all. Not all. Some were always intended to be. Their design is visible in the wilder world. The serpents are creatures. Their existence was predicted by the placement of the stars themselves. You talk in riddles, you complain. I am a sorceress, she replies huffily. It's simple things. The stars are the sorcerers of all magic, and the magic they provide defines us. There are spells for strength, speed, and sleep. For death, for fire. Hold on. What does this have to do with the serpents? She leans forward and eyes shining. There is a spell in the stars for these seven serpents alone. Consider that. The universe up there hangs the line itself for the essence down here. Do you know the spell? Tell me. It will give you no advantage on them, she says, but it may yet be useful to you. She traces 3 curved lines on the table. The spell is woven from 3 stars, from sea, Sasa, and Phoenix. So, okay, and it requires a ring of sphere, carved into the shape of a serpent. Show her my serpent ring. God, thank you, Biki. I'm thanking my damn self that I took this ring last episode. Yo, that was good. Like this one, remarkable soul. She agrees. What does the spell do? The spell is SSS. What does the spell do? It will force the serpents to speak, to answer your questions. It will not control or destroy them, but it may yet be a great assistant. You nod once. Ooh, knowledge is power. Even if it does destroy them or control them, forcing them to speak to you might be very important. And I also have the ability to talk to animals and mind read as spells. So comboing all those together, we might see. She wrenches suddenly. Hot tea is dripping from the crack of her teacup. Cheap pottery rubbish. She grumbles, dripping up a small pot of glue from the box and repairing it. She leaves the glue pot on the table. What future did she see? Ask her about herself. Ask her to sleep. Take the pot of glue. But what future did she see? You demand. She looks uncomfortable for a moment and decides to answer. Stranger, what future do you suppose he saw? The one you are living? You are on your way to kill the Archmage, are you not? I seek to recover the crown, that is all. I seem to recover the crown, that is all. She narrows her eyes suspiciously at you. She replies, and we'll say no more on it. She stands. I am tearing off you. I'm tiring of you. You should go. She says bluntly, but first, she replies, a finger on point and points. One more thing, the woman adds, if you are traveling to high exam to face the archmage, hadn't you be best known a little of the higher functions of magic? Hell yeah, tell me more. Magic is drawn from the pattern of the stars. Starlight can be shaped around the alter our world, like hooking the threads of the tapestry with the fingernail. But for every bend in one direction, there is an opposite direction. For every one magic, there is another that undoes it. Okay, so for whatever spell that creates the serpents, maybe there's a spell that destroys them. You have not studied at the fortress of under the Archmage, she replies, but believe me when I tell you, the Archmage knows every counter spell there is. Ooh. So if I use a spell hot, like Fireball, I'm pretty sure she's going to know a counter spell, like a water spell, I guess. Can you teach me? Okay, let's see. It can take a lifetime to discover the pairings, to master them, but I can show you something simple. She raises a finger adorned with a well-conditioned collection of rings. One made of a green metal begins to pulse, but she does not fire right away. She gives you a moment to react. Okay. She raises a finger adorned with a wide collection of rings, one made of green metal. Begins to pulse. Green metal. What can I do to react to that one? What could that be? What the hell? What the hell? I think I'm gonna do dumb, but slowness. I could do slowness, but I don't think slowness is gonna save me. You wind the stars in order around you, intending to slow the woman's thought, but you do nothing. You do not have enough time. Something strikes you, and the moment later, you find yourself outside the hut once more. So what the hell just happened? Can I do the SSS spell? I hope I did that right. I feel like I should have took the glue. I might rewind and actually take the damn glue. Let's open the door. We have a spell to open doors. If they allow me to use it. I don't see the D here. Damn. Yeah, I don't have to. You can't use it. Sometimes they won't let you use certain spells. The hell is that? What was that? What is this? Oh, we found see a tower. I'm guessing this is a serpent right here. So I figured out where one serpent. There's a serpent by the lake. I guess that's the serpent by the lake. It's 1 out of 7. And this is why this game is so interesting. Alright, so we got the stuff in the chimney. Or we could... I really want to still go up there. I do eventually have to go here. I actually super want to go back. I want to take the damn glue. But I will just do this. Look at the chimney. You look at the closely at the chimney of the rock and notice that it's fine purple or astounded some of the stones near the top of faint. Okay. Drop a stone down the chimney. You grab a nearby stone and toss it over the side of the mountain. It pummels just as fast as you might expect. Make a move. Well, it ended out like this. Let's see what happens. You step on the edge of the cliff of the chimney. Barra told you that sliding an assurance that you go over. You're being pummeled down the mountain, knocking and scraping the rock surface on either side. You close your eyes and your heart to open your throat. So we're in the air. You fall speed, you dead drop down the side of the mountain, thrusting wind scratches away your breath, and death is certain. You take a moment to arrange your thoughts. You're almost at the bottom, and the sharp rocks rush to meet you. What's my faith? Then a few heartbeats from the terrible death, you fall suddenly crushing. You are about to gently stop at the mountain land. You stand, heart still racing at the bottom of the stone chimney. Quite amazed to be alive, but there's no way back up. You can see. Look around. The eastern slope of the Bakalan Ridge is front of you. Stress another plain, more rocks. Okay. I can play this game all damn day. Nah, nothing here. Move on. Wow, guys. Alright, I think we should keep to stop the adventures right here. Or maybe not, because I'm an idiot and I just love this game. I want to get the glue. I'm like so mad I didn't take it. You march onward, ascending across the ground, and changes level. In the distance, the sun breaks over the horizon. You find you've been walking all night and are weaker for it. Something's visible in the distance. Perhaps a man-made, perhaps for... Okay. Oh, let's get back center. Ooh, stuff with lower levels. A temple. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was absolutely amazing. I have to stop. I am tired. Really, thank everybody in chat for coming. Thank you all for stopping by for Sorcery tonight. Really, thank everybody who's still here. We had a lot of fun. Thank you to Andy's Mod. Thank you to Christo, Eagle, Kid, just everybody here, guys. White Wolf, everybody who's stuck around and for this crazy long stream. It always amazes me how you guys keep motivating me to stream longer. I was only expecting to stream for like an hour, but here I am like multiple hours later and I'm still having fun. Didn't even eat dinner and I have to go to sleep because I gotta go to work. So till next time, peace out. I'll be back playing more Elder Scrolls Legends and I will be back playing more Sorcery soon. If you guys haven't seen the other episodes of this on my YouTube channel, there is probably a playlist of them somewhere around there. Or just go on my YouTube channel and search for the word Sorcery if you guys missed the other parts. No problem, Biki. When are your next stream? My next stream, I usually don't stream on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So I most likely will take off Tuesday and Wednesdays. But I will put together a stream off a vodcast. So that's what I'm going to do Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Put a vodcast together featuring highlights some of my past streams of past Avengers and Legends. If I do stream tomorrow, I will make sure it actually is just an hour short stream. If I stream on Tuesday, it will be something very short, very to the point, not something long and drawn out like today, just because of the fact that I need to have a day that I could just relax and have fun. If you still want to have a match with me in Legends, I play Legends every single day because it's on mobile now, so it's very easy for me to play on mobile when I'm out and about. So you always could ask me for a match by just messaging me in game. Everybody else on YouTube, thanks for watching once again. YouTube people, we're out of here. Later. For people on Twitch, give me a few more seconds. There's something else I want to do before we go on Twitch. That's why you guys on YouTube should really follow me on Twitch. We have some fun. Later, guys, on YouTube.